Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 516 experiment. Today is Friday, February 3rd, 2017. This is the first video of February, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I had warned you guys that this week was going to be a lot different, very difficult. My babysitter just gave birth on Monday. It completely changed my schedule. So I had to do a lot of adjustments. However, I have been pretty good this week in terms of keeping up with my routine in the morning. It's just that the videos were a little bit more challenging since I do it a little bit later in the day. So by the time my daughter wakes up and everything else starts to pile up in terms of the phone calls, the emails, and all that kind of stuff that I try to do as early as possible before she wakes up. She's in the back. I don't have the time to do the video, or at least I don't have the right environment to do so. But in any case, it is about 9 a.m. I'm about to go to the office with her. I'm gonna have one of my guys, a friend of mine, help me watch her for a little bit at the office, keep her quiet so I can do a little bit of work this morning. I have a couple of appointments that I want to go to today. I feel I can close them. That's one of the things that I want to do. I don't want to procrastinate and tell them I'll be there next week, or let's do it Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I want to try to do it now or the next day, even if it's challenging at times. That way your closing rate is a lot higher. Try to do it as fast as possible. Now, what I really want to talk to you guys about is really the month of January and the results. We had set some goals, even though the goals were set for the first quarter, but obviously you have to kind of like monitor on a monthly basis also to see where you're at, where you need to improve, and if you need to catch up or if you're on a good pace. So first we'll go with health. We'll go with health. On the health part, I think I can give myself an A+. I've had some bad days during the weekend, but overall, as far as my habits, as far as eating late, I don't do that anymore. Like the late snacks, sweets, and all that kind of stuff that really kill you, I don't do that anymore. Even the popcorn, I've only been doing once a week. I'm gonna do that tonight, Friday. Can't wait. But I don't do it that much anymore. Drinking, I don't do that, only on weekends. Even then, like even last Friday, I didn't drink wine or anything like that. I try to limit that. That has helped. The eating habits, as far as the types of food that I'm eating, I eat a lot better. The choices that I make, my breakfast, I don't eat the heavy breakfast that I used to, like not that heavy, but 2 slices of bread and eggs and cheese and turkey and all that kind of stuff. I have 1 slice of bread, and I have eggs probably twice a week or 3 times at most, and usually I have a shake in the morning. That's another change. And during my lunch, I don't eat anything too heavy or too high in carbs. Even if I eat out, which I did at some point during the week, I ate a salad with chicken and with also artichoke. It was very good. So I do that now. So, and then also the workouts. I've been literally, I think, almost every day. I took a break. When was that? Thursday. But it's only 1 day in a week that I don't do some sort of physical activity. I've done my basketball twice a week. I've done my weight training twice a week, so that's 4. And I've done my home workouts, which include sit-ups and push-ups, once or twice a week. So probably around 6 times a week I do some sort of activity, which is great. On Tuesdays, I've actually done twice a days, where I run in the morning early and then I play basketball at night. And the results, drum roll. I hope you didn't see that. I kind of spit it a little bit. I'm down 8 pounds from January 1st. and those 8 pounds are very easy to lose. So I'm not gonna get too excited. It's just progress, because my goal for the first quarter was 15, so I'm basically halfway there in the first month. No, my goal for the first quarter was 10, I believe. So I'm basically almost there already. I know that my next 8 or my next 7 or whatever are gonna be a lot tougher, because when I was at 199 on January 1st with that video, the first video of the year, I was, it was after like a few days straight of drinking and eating and not exercising, and the whole holiday season I'm not really doing much. So it kind of piled up very fast, and then as soon as I stopped all those habits, it started melting away some of those pounds very fast. But I feel a lot better than last month, like a lot better, a lot lighter. Some of my clothes are starting to fit again. Even on the basketball court, I feel a lot faster, a lot more efficient. I know I'm building some muscle, so I probably lost a lot more fat than I think, because I built some muscle because of the weight training that I've been doing this month. And I just feel a lot better. I mean, I can't emphasize that enough, how much the health part is important. It boosts your confidence. And it basically serves as the pillar to everything else around you. I at least I believe so. You start your day on the positive, and you have more energy, and you feel like you want to accomplish more, and all these type of things. So that's the health part. So I give myself an A+ for that. As far as the family part, I have been on and off, but I can give myself maybe a B for spending more time with my son at night, trying to read to him sometimes, even though I read my business book. But still, I think it's the voice and then the action of doing it. Sometimes he pulls out a book also and sits next to me. But most of the time he still sticks to his iPad, and I try to sit with him in his bed, try to make him more used to sleeping in his bed. That way when we do put him in bed, that he doesn't wake up at midnight or 1 a.m. screaming for us to pick him up. So that's a long process. But this week I haven't been great at doing that, but we alternate, my wife and I, now, and try to spend more time trying to make him more used to staying in his room and his bed and all that kind of stuff, reading and stuff. So but what I need to improve on more is just having more time with my wife, in terms of like date night and quality time, and not work and not babies and kids, just like having fun. That's the hardest part, because on Friday nights it's like we're tired by like 9:30 or 10 or 10:30, and we fall asleep anyway, just like a regular weekday. So it's maybe Saturdays, but we've had some stuff going on the past couple of Saturdays, so maybe that's what. But tomorrow we're gonna have some time together, so I think that's gonna help. In terms of self-growth and education, I've been pretty good at that also. I'm not on my second book of the year, but I had finished Pitch Anything in January, right? So I had started it in 2016, late 2016. I finished it mid-January. I started The Ultimate Sales Machine, and now I'm like halfway there. So I think maybe by mid-February I might finish it. So I'll be a little off pace in terms of having one book a month, but I can catch up. So I think by March I'll probably be on my by the end of March I'll try to be on my third book and catch up, or at least at the end of April I'll try to be my fourth book, so try to catch up a little bit. But I can tell you that The Ultimate Sales Machine is one of my favorite books ever. I'm definitely going to read it again, and it has some exercises in there that you probably have to do. Well, not probably, you have to do in order to really implement all the tips and the strategies and all that kind of stuff. so I'm gonna have to read it again at some point. But it's a great book. And I learn something new every day reading this book. And finally, business-wise and financially, I haven't hit my mark. My $150,000 goal for the first quarter, I haven't obviously hit it yet, but I haven't even done 1/3 of it for the month of January. I'm hovering about around 20,000 something altogether. So it hasn't been as great as I would want to. So I have to do a much better job at that. And also, it was a slow start. We started January 9th, so I know it's excuses, but and also trying to implement all the new strategies that we're trying to do. I reconfigured my company completely, redid the website completely. It's a new direction for Cool Ideas Marketing, where we're gonna be a full digital marketing firm, focusing on SEO services, web services, social media marketing, videos and jingles. Whoops. Road construction seems to be like a never-ending thing here in Miami. But anyway, sorry for the interruption. So yeah, I have very, very high. I have very high hopes for these new services and the way we're gonna approach Cool Ideas Marketing now. I think we have a great program we can offer. Great team a great team for the SEO services and web services and all that kind of stuff. So I'm optimistic that those numbers are gonna start climbing very, very soon once we launch this thing in the next couple of days, maybe a week. 516 website, guys. I haven't done anything. Obviously, you know that. It takes some time. I did find someone that could help me do it. Probably will do that. Even my business partner, who does some of our websites, he's busy right now doing our website and also a couple of client websites. So that takes time. So that will be put on the side. As far as the business plan for my baby products project, I haven't done much either, but I do have some research planned in the next couple of weeks. And the reason is also because I have another business venture that was proposed to me as an investor wanted to invest in something, and then he wanted me to help him out in the marketing. So that has taken some time also. But I think overall, I can give myself a B- for the business, even though I didn't hit my mark as far as keeping on track for 150. But with all the different things that I've done, and I think in the long run, when all these things start to work, and it will start generating a lot more and creating a lot more sales. My BNI has worked a lot for me lately in terms of referrals, so that's gonna keep going up. I've met some pretty interesting people, some pretty good strategic relationships that are definitely gonna help me. So that's a huge positive, and that's where I think that one of those introductions are probably gonna lead me to a big, huge sale, and that's gonna get me to some of my goals. Any case, almost a 15-minute video already. So that's the summary of the first month. I wanted to take it at the desk, just like the first video of the year, and even show you my progress. I'm not as embarrassed anymore with my shirt off, even though it's not exactly where I want to be, but at least I feel like it's a lot better, and we're getting there. So maybe I'll show you in March, after 2 months, and maybe you'll see an even bigger difference. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys at some point next week, And remember, wake up early, start your day early, keep the routine up. The pig-headed determination and discipline is what's gonna get you to where you want to get. You have to do it every day. You have to be consistent. You have to not accept no for an answer, and just quit the excuses, quit the complaining, and quit the quitting, and just do it. So 1 month in, and I feel the way I feel now. So imagine you do that for the whole year, what the results are going to be, the compound effect. Do it for the whole year, and then do it in the following year, and do it again and again and again. And before you know it, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you're like, wow, this is like you're a completely different person. A lot more success, a lot more health, a lot more happiness, a lot more family time, and everything else. So that's it. 16 minutes. I'm out.